One of the things that people always ask me for is what is it like to make a call to a seller who's trying to sell their property when they're going into foreclosure? And I was recently helping one of my students who was door knocking on a $15 million house in Beverly Hills, and we got the seller on the phone and we started talking about what we could do, and here's the phone call right now. So you're the ex-husband, you're helping out, but the goal is no matter if we catch up the loan or if we don't catch up the loan, you want to sell the property no matter what, correct?
Yeah. Well, we want to sell the property no matter what, correct? Because we don't want to drag on,
Yeah, and then the goal would be to move Joyce into somewhere else, or?
Yes, somewhere else.
Okay, got it. All right, so I think the first thing that needs to happen, this is great, Gil, because you gave me a lot of information that I need. So we know that 8.5 is owed on the first loan, 8.5 million on the first one. There's a second for 600,000, 9-1, and then there's about $90 or call it $100,000, $500,000 in late payments, so maybe 9.6 total, right?
Yeah, 9.5, 9.6, yes.
Okay, so 9.5, 9.6, and let me ask you, why do you think it's worth like 13 million bucks?
Because if you look at a house right now, it's 618 North Arden. If you write it down, the address 618 North Arden, Arden. Same block, 600 block, Beverly Hills. They are even east. Ours is better location. They are east of Rodeo Drive. Mm-hmm. It's considered a flat, and they just up in the market 2 weeks ago for 17,500,000.
But it hasn't sold. It hasn't sold, right?
No, they just listed two weeks ago for 17,500,000, and then it was built in 1926, and we are built in 1987. And that house in 1986 I believe is a tract home when they started Beverly Hills 100 years ago.
Yeah. Did you ever run into Kirk Kerkorian out there?
What? Who?
Kirk Kerkorian.
I heard about the name, so.
Yeah, he's a famous guy from there. He's one of the guys I look up to a lot.
So also last year the house was appraised for 14.5 million.
Okay, so you have an appraisal for 14.5 million.
14.5 last year.
Right. Okay, cool. All right. So
we just listed last week for 13,250,000 so that we can sell it fast.
Right.
It's below 1,600 square foot. Right now in Beverly Hills, you cannot find anything in our house, our location, the way it is for $2,000 a square foot.
Yeah, right. And so how many square feet are you?
We have 8,500 square feet house, and then.
So that's why you think it's worth 17 million, right? Because it's 2,000. Yeah.
We don't. It's worth 17 million, but I think if we have time and nobody know NOD, we could sell it for 14 plus or minus.
Yeah. Well, what do you do for a living, Gil? You're a very smart guy.
Well, I'm a designer. We both are designers. She's a dress designer. I'm also in fashion industry. So we are both designers.
Well, I need some new clothes. So I'll hit you up after we get this figured out. So ideally for you, it's either sell it for as much money as you can possibly get, or reinstate it until you can sell.
Yeah, we have 13 million offer right now.
Oh, you do?
But the term and condition, we still negotiating.
Okay, that's good to know. So you have a $13 million offer right now on the table.
Yes, right now the condition, they're playing game. The date that we're behind, so they're willing to pay 13, but they try to, kind of like the term and condition. Even though they want 45 days escrow, they don't want to release the deposit.
I would not take. Listen, here's the deal. I think, just let me give you some advice, Gil. I've sold, just to let you know, I've bought and sold over 4,000 properties, okay?
Wonderful.
Personally, okay? So here's the first thing I want to say. You're 100% right if they're playing games, and I'm willing to help you out, with it. You absolutely need to have a strong counter that says that they have 7 to 10 days inspection max, and that after that, the earnest money goes hard, okay? And you have to, and you need to tell them specifically the reason why. Say, because the property's going into foreclosure, the property's in foreclosure, and we're either going to reinstate it or sell it to you. I wouldn't even hide the fact. Everybody knows it. So I would absolutely tell them 1,000%. I would be straight up. We're in foreclosure. We need to close sooner than that. If you can't take it, we're going to take the next offer, right? You feel like go ahead.
Yes, I did. We told her the same thing. So we told her the same thing. Hopefully, in the next couple of days, I will have something for you.
All right. So what we'll try to do is we will hope you get your property sold so that it gets done and you don't have to stress out about it anymore. I think it's great that you're helping out your ex-wife. You're a good dude. If what we will do in the meantime is we'll reach out to some of our partnerships and relationships in Beverly Hills, and we will see if we can either find someone who's willing to do something better, right? Now, I do have one final question for you. If we were to reinstate the loan, and let's say we partnered with somebody else, and we were going to guarantee you, let's say, like it's a business transaction, right? Because, so we say, hey, you know what? We go and get you this amount of money right now, and we take over your mortgage. I don't know what your interest rates. I don't even know if we want to take over your mortgage, right? I'm just asking to see where your head's at, okay? So let's say we go and say, hey, are you willing to take over the mortgage? So that way we just reinstate the $500,000, we pay the mortgage, $90,000 a month, and then we go pay somebody to update the kitchen and we sell it for 16, 17 million bucks, right? And then we pay you X, and we get Y. Are you open to that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's all I need to know. If you're open to it. If you say no, I'm not saying we're even gonna do it, but it's just something. If we let's say we find the right partner, construction, right? We say, hey, listen, here's the deal. We got to pay him X. You're gonna know what you're gonna make. It's not gonna be like, hey, you're gonna find out what we find out. It's gonna be like you're gonna get a guaranteed amount. It probably would be more, because it gives us an advantage too, right? Like we can take over the note. We don't have to come up with 13.5. We could come up with less, and then we could make a big amount of profit on the little amount we do, right? And so, go ahead.
I understand that somebody did talk something like that too. So
it's called subject to financing or creative finance. Yeah. So what we do, it's done all the time. Okay, I've done hundreds of these deals. Okay, not one for 13.5 million or anything close. This is a bigger deal, as you know. There's not too many properties like that besides the ones in Beverly Hills and in some of the nicer areas of California. Basically, most of the properties we're dealing with in the United States are not that much money. But I've done hundreds of them, and it's just the same paperwork. Just like everything we're talking about is the same. It's just another house, right? Just a bigger number, another house. But basically what we do is we take over the deed, and we continue to pay the mortgage, and we catch up the balance. I do these all the time. I've got tons of references. So it's not a big deal. But we have to see if you're open to it, because if you're not open to it, it's like, okay, we got time pressure, we got a big property, like meaning that we have a property that there's not a lot of buyers for, right? It's a small buyer pool, right? And so we have time pressure.
I price tag, so.
Well, you make a lot of money, and there's not a lot of people who make a lot of money. Somebody who's able to cover a $90,000 mortgage plus all the upkeep, right? So let's call that another 20 grand. So $110,000 just to live in a house. They make a lot of money. They're not working at Taco Bell.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm open to that. Okay.
Okay, Gil. So I think you've given us everything that we would need to know. Other than we need to get Lily on it inside to see what we're dealing with, to see how much it is. So we don't need to go and bother you. Just be like a regular showing. You just get her access, so we can get a quick picture. It'd probably take her it's a big house. Probably take her about 30 minutes, and then we can go and see what we're dealing with and get some quotes on that, and then we'll get to working on it. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get it sold to those people, and because it's a big project either way. But we'll still try to do it because you're willing and you're open. And you're trying to get it done for her. So we'll try to work our best off too, okay?
Okay. So can you tell me who you are first? I forgot. Lillian introduced.
Sure. You can actually Google my name if you'd like to. My name is Troy Kearns. Okay. I do this for a living, and I teach people how to do this. Okay. So.
Okay, good. Lillian, can you text me who you are, but so that way I don't have to, I'm driving.
Yeah. Just Liliana's gonna text you her full name,
Who you are, and
her.
your cell phone and everything, and then we can talk again.
Yeah, she'll do that in a three-way text, so we're all in the same text. She'll text you her name, my name, and our phone numbers, and then you'll have everything. And you can Google me. I'm all over the internet, so yeah, good and bad, right? Because we do a lot of social media content. So cool. So I will help you out the best way I can. And if there's anything, even if you get this deal accepted and you want just somebody who doesn't give a crap to tell you, like, meaning that I don't care about their side, I just want to help you, because we want to, like, if we help you, we know that the next time you see something like this, maybe you're going to call us, right?
Understand, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. So if there's, like I'm saying, if we don't end up doing a deal with you, then, and you have a question and you want somebody to help you out and you need an expert, just give me a call. Give me a call.
I will give you a call.
Yeah, no problem. And then we look forward to it. We'll talk to you later, Gil. Okay?
Okay, thank you. I have
Okay, thanks, Gil.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit our notification button, and make sure that you give us any comments about things that you say, hey, well, Troy, how the hell did you do that? How'd you get a hold of the seller? How'd you have a conversation with them? This is stuff that we teach in our real estate coaching program. Make sure you go and schedule a free call today and find out, hey, is this something that I could do just like you did? Absolutely. Schedule a call, talk to one of the coaches that have actually been through my program, have seen real life results, and you can see that we're actually helping our students. This is me negotiating with a $15 million seller on behalf of my students. Hope you enjoyed it.